Hey guys, it's me, Daniela, and today is April 25th, and we're in the last week of VEDA. Both my roommates are out. One came home and went somewhere, the other one hasn't come home yet, so I'm going to do my video before they come home. I actually tried to go for a little bit of a run again. Slightly less successful than my 2 times or 3 times last week. I mostly ended up just walking. And I'm really curious, how do people get into running? I don't know. I haven't really done much like formal exercise in a long time. Uh, when I played basketball, that was pretty easy because, I was playing this team sport and it was fairly consistent. Um, and in college, it was easy just to walk everywhere. So hopefully I can find something to get me a little more active. Um, so I'm standing here in the kitchen recording, and I have this plant here, this one here, that I've actually somehow managed to keep alive for about a year now. I got it last year during Teacher Appreciation Week. We have some classes at our school, the agriculture classes, and it seems every year around Teacher Appreciation Week they have like plants that they give to the teachers, and they had a couple and they let me pick one, so I was like, yeah, I'll take that one. I don't know what name that you just said. I don't know what plant that'll be, but sure. And I expected it would die soon, but it didn't. And I left for the summer last year, and I had intended to come back, and then I just never did. I just stayed at my parents' house because it was just easier. And so when I came back, I was like, well, my plants will be dead. I actually had a little African violet too that my mom had got me, and all the flowers died, but the leaves were still fine. And when I came back, the African violet was dead, but the other plant I just showed you, it had grown up, you know, over the windowsill and was growing all over the place. So that was still alive. So I taped a couple knives together and stuck them in the dirt and kind of wrapped the plant around that, and it was doing pretty good. And then one day I was watering the plant, and it kind of came off the knives, so I was wrapping it back up, and I accidentally pulled it and broke it off out of the dirt. So I thought for sure it's dead now. But on a whim, stuck the plant, the really long part back in the dirt, and it kept on growing and growing and growing, and it's gotten super tall. And in fact, at one point, my roommate said that it ended up falling over, and it was quite a bit taller than the knives, and I got 3 knives taped together. I don't really want to add a fourth. So I ended up moving the plant outside because I don't really have a bigger planter, and I don't really want to like plant it in the ground because I'm moving and I kind of want to take my plant with me. So I put it outside because I figured, hey, at least it's outside. It's kind of leaning in a little corner near one of the columns of the porch. That should be good, except it probably wasn't getting as much light as it does here in the windowsill, because when I would notice it and I would go out to water it, the leaves towards the bottom of the plant were like getting dry and dying. And it was easier for me to forget about it because I hardly ever come into the front door. I mainly come in the garage. And today I was looking at it, and it looks like it's still sprouting another little leaf here. Right there. I think you can see that. And that's kind of how I know it's still alive. So I ended up just, basically most of the leaves under the ones that are here right now either fell off, got kind of torn a little bit, or were dying. So I stripped those off, and then I just like ripped the plant in half a little bit and stuck it back in the dirt because, hey, it worked once. Maybe it'll work a second time. And we'll see how it's going. It's significantly shorter now, but hey, maybe a little more manageable. And I don't know, I've never been really good at keeping plants alive. My mom's not really either. And so the fact that I had this for all of spring, abandoned it for the whole summer, and it didn't die, and it's still going, I kind of like that. It's my little plant. At one point I had actually nicknamed my plants because I bought myself another African violet right here. All the flowers on this one died too, but the leaves keep on growing, so that's nice. I had been getting into the X-Files a little bit at the end of summer and in the fall with the intent of getting all caught up for the mini-series, which did not happen, but there's this summer. So I nicknamed my plants Mulder and Scully. Obviously, the tall one here is Mulder, and the little one here is Scully. So, those are my plants. They're doing pretty good. Mulder's a little shorter than he was previously. And that's it. That's my video for today. Kind of on a whim, but it made me happy. So I'll see you tomorrow. Just a couple more days of VEDA. Bye.